Hello, Michelle. John here responding to your post, which I believe was well thought through and beautifully executed. I also see that you have quite an affinity with words. In any event, I'd like to piggyback off of something you noted, so I'd like to paraphrase you. You said, the authors of this study concluded that engaging adolescents in religious services may function as a protective element in attenuating deleterious practices like smoking, while fostering psychological well being. And I think that based on the sheer volume of outcomes examined in this study, not only psychological well being, but mental and behavioral and physical health, and even character strength outcomes, that this study really stands on its own in answering the primary research question you so eloquently paraphrased in your post. Even though I will say that an alert reviewer might rightfully question the veracity and validity of these findings due to the fact that all of these outcomes, there's a wide array of outcomes, were based on only two items on religious participation. However, in defense of the researchers, I think it's only fair that I point out that they did identify this as a weakness of their study and pointed out that the wide array of outcomes seem to correlate beautifully with prior studies, many of which they have referenced in the article under consideration. Now, when I was going through my research, I came across this very interesting article that beautifully outlines and references other studies that seem to demonstrate that religious affiliation among teens there in America really helps them in several domains: intellectually, socially, physically, mentally, and of course, spiritually. And I will say that these articles mostly validate the outcomes from the study under scrutiny. However, a few of them are quite unique in their scope. For example, there are studies that have shown that religious teens have higher levels of physical and emotional health, effective coping, and academic achievement. That captured my attention, particularly as an educator. And then there are studies that have shown that when adolescents participate in religion, they experience less conflict with their parents. Now that captured my attention, particularly as a parent of teenagers. So I found that very intriguing. So I've referenced this article below for you to review at your leisure if you're interested, because I found it to be quite helpful to this study. Again, Michelle with one L, thanks for your input, and I hope that you were able to glean something of value from my response. God bless.